Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Snoozeplays coming at you with some Warzone 2 action. We managed to get a couple W's yesterday. We played for a little bit. And we also played some DMC, which I am going to make a video about later on. As I have to, due to work, I cannot upload that many videos at a time. So please be patient on that as well. In this video, I'm going to go over my initial thoughts of the Warzone 2 map, how it plays, how it feels, the positive and the negatives. If you're new around here, definitely check out this video, give it a comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe and all that good stuff. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoy the gameplay. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Alright, let's get straight into the positives that I experienced so far. I've played like 8 or 10 games or something like that. I'm very surprised on like how the ground loop works and how the game flows of Warzone 2. It feels exactly the same, or at least it looks exactly the same like Warzone 1, but with the mechanics of obviously Modern Warfare 2. Which is a positive thing because we can finally change our FOV. I feel like you know, the guns that are on the group can actually compete, so that it's very different. It's a very different game than how you would play Warzone 1 essentially. And I think that they nailed it with the maps, with the map design as well. Al Masra, it's not for dense, obviously. I see a lot of people complain about like the map is too big, and I think the map is too big as well. There are just so much details, and but that can be a positive thing. It's not necessarily a negative thing. So yeah, like I said, the guns feel very smooth. You know, if you feel like you can actually compete with even without your loadout, you know, that's what I experienced so far. I like the fact that you have like the POIs as well. You have high rise, terminal, quarries, and a lot of like multiplayer maps in the game. The looting system, definitely, you know, it is a positive thing that the looting system is different, which is in a way you have like the blackout system, that where you have a backpack, you can actually choose what you want out of the backpack. It's pretty quick, but the thing is sometimes what I've noticed, but that is something I'm going to discuss in the negative. I like it so far, the looting system. Fact that you don't necessarily need your loadout to win the game. This is proof of it. I won this game with my boy Draqsz. Shout out to Draqsz. You already know. We ran some duos as well. Man, we clutched up at the end, but I feel like Warzone 2 is definitely gonna be a good run for Call of Duty in general. I feel like obviously some POIs or some location definitely needs a little bit more cover, but I'm overall surprised. I actually thought it was gonna be a little bit more like slower than I expected, but the game actually feels intense in a way. But I don't know if it's because it's a new, you know, a new experience, or you know, I have to play it a little bit more to form, but this is my initial reaction. I think it's definitely gonna be fun competing and stuff. But yeah, there's also a lot of negative things that I didn't like about Warzone 2. For example, the movement mechanics. Obviously, you don't have like slide canceling, but that's not necessarily something I am looking for. The problem that I have is like when you're in an engagement, like for example, you're shooting on someone and someone cracks your stuff. Usually, you could tech sprint, and then you know you had your momentum, you had your speed while plating, so you can essentially make a play. in this current state of Warzone, you actually slow your player down. So it's like essentially standing still as if you hit a wall or something. It's very hard to explain, but your character just stops moving in a way like it hits a wall, and that is something that in the beginning I needed to get used to. Like, see how slow I was when I was planing up. In Warzone 1, you could actually I had more speed while plating up. You could actually slide cancel while plating up. So you had like these different tactics for plating up. So that is one thing I don't like necessarily, because the time to kill is very fast. I didn't expect it to be that fast. Like, for example, this is how it is. I don't think it's a negative thing. I don't think it's a positive thing either. I feel like obviously you want to get a kill as quickly as possible. I don't know. It's like, for example, like in the clip that you saw in the beginning of me winning the quad one, which also was an intense circle, by the way. And that's also a positive thing. Like, the end circles are like intense as shit. I don't know if it's because it's like everybody's new to the game, and we essentially need to learn how to play. But I feel like everybody is like playing more tactical, and I like that in a way. So kudos to Call of Duty to stimulate us to play more tactical. Like, people say you're camping. Obviously it is camping, but it makes you more it makes you think more about how you play. Like, you have people that rush and don't think about what they are doing. And if you do that on this game, you definitely not gonna get an easy win, unless you're like, unless you're in a bodiest lobby ever. But I don't feel like there's like, obviously, I think the skill-based matchmaking is not there yet. But after the wins I've got, the lobbies got more like difficult. People started to bunny hop, not necessarily bunny hop, but started to push more with their. And even now you can see these guys are playing very tactical. So luckily my teammate Draqsz, he had my back while I was like moving left to right, and this is like the only movement thing that, like, the skill gap that you can have, like moving left to right, and that's basically it. Like, being smart about your cover, and that's positive. Like, you cannot exploit movement, you cannot exploit like certain glitches. But there were definitely some issues with Warzone 2 while it was initially dropped. We had like crazy lag spikes, latency games above like 100 and 200 ms. Some shots wouldn't just register. Like, small issues with the buy station I've noticed. Like, you need to hit the buy station from a certain angle. I feel like you should just be able to use the buy station from every single direction instead of just standing in front of it. So that is also a negative thing that I didn't like. One thing I definitely didn't like about the looting system is whenever you have like this backpack system, right? So you have like 6 slots or something like that, and every ammo type fills up a spot, or you can like stack up 3 armor plates, which makes a slot. But if you already have like the armor 3 on, like, you equip it, you can actually pick up another armor 3, which essentially fills up a slot. But if you don't press the down button to see your equipment or what is in your inventory, that basically is just like a waste of a slot. And I don't think you should be able to have things twice. Like, what's the point? Like, obviously you can bring it for one of your teammates, but I had some issues where because of that type of like situation, where I had like 2 plates on and I couldn't equip the 3rd plate, but I had it in my inventory for no reason. So I think you should just be able, whenever you pick it up and you don't have it, you should just equip it. It should automatically equip for you. So that shouldn't be a thing. And that's how I actually lost like my position, because I just got stuck in the backpack while trying to equip the third plate thing on. But that is what it is. So that's also a negative thing. What I didn't like, what I definitely don't like, is that you can only buy one UAV at a time at one buy station. So if you buy a UAV at the buy station, nobody else can buy a UAV off that buy station in your team. I don't know if the other teams cannot buy a UAV as well. I think so, because obviously there's been a UAV spam in most of these games. So I think other teams can buy a UAV, but I feel like you should be able to buy whatever you want whenever you want, and there shouldn't be a cap on it, because the economy is not even that great in this game, and that's also a thing that I didn't like as well. And I feel like the UAV timer goes by way too quickly. It's like 20 or 30 seconds max. And I feel like that's just way too short, especially how big the map is and how it is designed. So yeah, that's basically my initial thoughts about Warzone 2. Let me know if you have played Warzone 2, if you have gotten yourself a victory as well. I'm going to talk about my rotations right now, because this ending was actually insane. As you can see, my teammate got down, Draqsz. So I had to make a play. I see that the circle is going up. I'm missing a couple shots because I was way too excited. This guy, he could actually beam me, but luckily I knew there were a lot of people there, so luckily he missed the shots as well. Throwing a snapshot just to see what is going on. Also a positive thing, by the way, that I didn't tell you. You can see on the left that there's actually a guy talking. That is a proximity chat. I haven't experienced that because I got in a party with Draqsz, but I'm definitely gonna make content on that as well, so you can talk to your enemy team while engaging them. So I got them in a pinch, easy peasy, got a 15 kill off that, man. So it was actually a pretty nuts game. It took about a half an hour, so I edited a little bit to the parts where where there was action going on. I actually used the cast off 74U combined with the M4. Not really a big fan of the M4 though. I've played with the Tech 56 as well. I think the Tech 56 is definitely gonna be meta. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think of Warzone 2. Obviously I'm recording this at 4 AM, so I don't have like a face cam on. I will be uploading a DMZ video as well, and how the battle pass works. So stay tuned for that, and if you like the content, subscribe and maybe drop a like. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy. Peace.